Oh yeah, there was no way I was gonna let anything bad happen to Kim. You kidding me? You kidding me? More like all but two. Who is still alive? Oh, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Nah, we're gonna run. Jazz guy, Weasley guy who ran. Yeah, guy who ran away made it. That piece of shit. Looks like she left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
She didn't kill him, but boy, was she very directly responsible for a lot of other people dying.
A gift.
Lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. What could this gift be, Kim?
I am not drawing my gun, yet, but I don't like gifts.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Seems like she left in a hurry, Kim.
It's hardly surprising.
You look at her rough, jagged handwriting on the note. She was in a rush, but not panicked. Deliberate. Focused.
She's directly responsible for so much death. Let's take all of her bills.
The medicine cabinet is empty.
Ah, she took
Not
the drugs!
even a toothbrush. Pity.
Alright, Kim. Let's go find this gift. What was the name of the killer? A red thread made out of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. The thread is tied to the antenna.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Time to kick this fucking door in. Kim, prepare yourself. You're about to be blown away by my raw force. Oh, you let her go. Nice. Alright, if you're talking about this lady, it's less that I let her go and more that, like, me and Kim were both... Alright, we don't think she's the killer. She probably won't skip town. We'll just go and do our next step. And then she skipped town. That's letting her go? I should have arrested her. The raw, unchecked might of the RCPD. Come on, physical instrument. Surely I have some physical instrument. There's one. This physical instrument is a bit rusty. Kim, it's a bit on the rusty side. Alright, let's internalize our last two thoughts if we're in, like, the home stretch here. Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. Obviously, we have to internalize Wompty Dumpty Dom Center. That's just too stupid a name not to internalize. Alright, what do we else? Some kind of superstar? Seems like a fun one. Takes 1 hour. Indirect mode, no. Kingdom of Conscious. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Magnesium, no. Date of birth generator. Arno van Eck. Fairweather. This is for the armor. That would have been nice to do beforehand. Oh, yo, you have a lot of options. Yeah, I've internalized a lot of thoughts. Wasteland of Reality. This is probably a good one. Welcome back, Joe. Welcome back. Recommend Arno van Eek. Question won't leave you. Why did the melody line from a broken discarded tape... Oh, you know, that's related to my favorite quest. I will internalize that one. It was a good run, Joe. We transmuted everything, and by the end, ducks were trailing lava and exploding. Sorry, trailing acid and exploding into lava. The only one I really wanted to keep alive was Titus. I liked Titus by the end. I feel bad that he's dead. If I could have saved anyone, it would have been him. Do I want to forget anything? Extra special collector edition tire bottles. Tear bottles, rather. -1 to half-lights. All psych white checks are unlocked. One more door seems kind of pointless once you get it. It unlocks all your white checks. I think I might forget this one just so I could get something else. He was gravely wounded but not dead in your game. It's an interesting game, like how many different outcomes there were for that moment, as far as what you guys are telling me. Your favorite Hardy Boy always dies? My favorite Hardy Boys, the Hardy Boys we learned along the way. Yeah, I'm gonna forget one more door in favor of, one other thought here. I think I'm gonna go with Wasteland of Reality, because this one just seems like it's built around our character, and I'm always into those. So let's internalize that one. He was the guy who took 2 bullets and became a volcano of blood. R.I.P. that guy. Are you dating Kim yet? Kim keeps on rebuffing my advances. Alright, 42 minutes for that one, 50 minutes for that one. 20 hours for Wasteland of Reality. Good lord. I don't know if that one will ever actually proc
The
then.
same small, heavy door.
Watch this, Kim!
No lock in sight. You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises style, but the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
The door has withstood your demolishing attempt. There must be another way in.
Below, in the Union box, was there something behind the window? In the hawthorn branches, brushing against the glass?
What?
No one knows. It is a fleeting feeling.
I'll put 1 point in the physical instrument. Just because I haven't put any points into it, and I have so many points to spend. Alright, Kim, stand back!
The same small, heavy door.
It's still 3%?
No lock in sight.
Here it comes, Kim. Oh! Kim, I don't understand.
You kick it.
The door has withstood.
Below, in the Union box, no one knows. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy. Must be something valuable inside to go through the trouble of protecting it. The door is very sturdy indeed.
No. We're getting in there. All it takes is one more physical instrument. You'll see. Here it comes. Ready?
The same small, heavy
3%,
door.
baby. Here it comes.
No lock in sight.
Bam! Can't believe it didn't work that
You
time.
kick it.
The door has withstood.
Below, you are a numb.
Yeah, we got the red thread going through. She's gone. Don't waste your time. I'll never not waste my time. How dare you? Hey, Kim. What do you think the prize is?
This window is pristine, at least on the inside. A red thread has been taped to the glass using adhesive tape. It trembles ever so slightly in the cold wind.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Draws taut. It rebounds instantly. Got shot angry.
Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. two-hearted spider.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. The red thread bisecting the room shows the trajectory of the bullet.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Where's the thread lead?
Maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin first, the thread will make sense.
Suspect the ghostly
The
figures.
man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A, the roof.
Ruby ruled this out vehemently. The shot would have been heard from downstairs, where no one heard it. The likelihood of A prime has fallen drastically. You may be looking for a sniper. The shot had to come from a greater distance, beyond A prime. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely, please, computer.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at B prime, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Have a look at point B, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Have a look at point B triple prime, the islet.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable, but it is a possibility. Then there's the
XCOM
friend the
numbers.
witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event. Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it. You need to inspect it again.
I extrapolate all the points of origin now. Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island in the bay.
Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet. A sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
He looks out the window and onto the bay. How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
We've done the detective vision thing before.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her.
I don't know. At this point...
He stops mid-sentence.
What difference does it make?
This is also one of the few places in Martinez we haven't been to.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic, Kim.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island, Kim.
The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez looking under every rock and talking to every person. But what else is there?
What else is there, Kim?
Not a lot, no.
Let's go to the fucking island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says...
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Liliane, the net picker. She's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Let's roll, Kim. Gart, my man.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. It's a big improvement, Gart.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
Sounds like you appreciate me a bit more now, Gart. Wax, thank you very much for that subscription.
Defended may be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He clears his throat.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Yeah, I did the insulating Phasmid fun stuff. Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, Gart, you were right out there on the balcony in the thick of it, Gart.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you really are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Gart, no, my man.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself, stepping onto that balcony.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here. And many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Well, alright, thank you, Gart.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Hi again, Gendarme.
God damn it, composure.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Composure's full, I'll never get to do it.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
You mean the man who stood between you and men with guns and kept you alive as best he could?
Huh? What?
He looks up, his eyes full of confusion, as if he'd just woken from a deep sleep.
He's very, very drunk.
Our condolences for your losses.
Is he gonna be okay there?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
I suppose that was a dumb question.
No shit, Marlon.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
You two are just gonna go back to the hauling of containers in the harbor?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
You, Eugene.
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
You could do it. Eugenie Boys has a ring to it, doesn't it?
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
That's a noble thought. You're gonna do all right. No one's born to lead.
Titus was, but thanks for the vote of confidence. If I don't stick around, it's all over. So, I guess I sort of have to now.
Yeah, man. You know, you got this. You got this.
I haven't got shit, Al.
There's something there. A germ of determination. He knows he has no choice but to rise to the occasion. This is not completely ludicrous. Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think along.
He could do it. He could pull it up. Any idea what happened to Glasgow?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
And do you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, yeah. He said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
He nods to you.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
Nah, we're fine. We've only been shot a few times. What's a few bullets? This dude only has the one thing to say. God damn, we never got into this room.
You see a heavy...
Come along, Kim. Want to see Martinez with these fresh eyes. Whoa.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for a masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil, Kim.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Step back, Lieutenant.
The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. Rain turns to vapor above the burning message, mingling with the black smoke. What if the words are not directed at the people of Martinez, or even the coalition aerostatics above the city? They're meant for something above even those.
One day I'll return to your side. Disco Elysium. Say nothing. Stare grimly into the fire.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Yeah, right. I love Kuno on it. Speaking of Kuno, where is that little gremlin?
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Who's saying that?
People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess that's what's cool now. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different.
I never expected anything different, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Alright, goodbye, Kuno.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean, Kuno?
Who knows?
I'll die before I...
Alright, goodbye, gremlins. Real pleasure talking with you, always. True delight.
An old East Delta Commerce Center.
Oh, we can try this one
must
again.
be the name of the doomed commercial area. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
I think this was the ghost, right?
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
You're going message to God?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hey, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
Did you already say that the last time we talked?
Michelle, just please.
Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes the sentence, sounds exactly the same.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
Doesn't matter what I say, right? You're just gonna continue.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Is it over? Can we talk now?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
Say nothing.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're recording, goddammit!
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Why does it still feel like it's my fault?
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Keep listening.
A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head.
If you want me, you can find me on the beach. Dans la dernière balle.
So,
The strange alien thought pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom.
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
recording trapped in the circuitry, Kim?
Mm-hmm. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later.
He looks at the sea, almost wistful. Something weird just happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is true. Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. An industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasion schemes. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
In on the action. Encyclopedia passives give +10 experience and +2 real. -2 to suggestion, because you're a pretentious wanker.
Arno van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is a Boronese disco jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the Hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
Yeah, +2 real. Wow. Alright, all Motorix white checks unlocked. Reveals Arno van Eyck gig posters in the world. Alright, I think I'm going to just throw Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center directly into the trash can. Goodbye, Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Alright, bankruptcy sequence. Carrie's World. Searchlight Division. Missing person cases just really get to you. But art! But what about the art? Kingdom of Conscience. Indirect, some kind of superstar. It's either superstar or Precarious Worlds is what I'm gonna grab here. Point of the game is victory, absent defeat on all fronts. Victory is business venture, creative team, sexual victory. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with some kind of fucking superstar. Let's internalize that bad boy. Yeah! Alright, Gim. Let's roll. You have anything to say about that shootout that I was in?
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
Alive, limping, and with a punctured lung.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
It wasn't a local union muscle, by the way.
Hey, that's just what I heard. Old wives' tale. So, what next?
Gotta tie up loose ends, Tommy.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
By the way, Tommy, I met the lady driver on my investigation. She's called Ruby.
Okay.
He seems a little apprehensive.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
Yeah, she slipped away, Tommy.
Oof, good on her. And good on you, too. Better focus your efforts on the bad guys. Mercs and such. Plenty of baddies to go around. And she didn't do it. Believe me, if it's something bad, then she didn't do it. Didn't know her for long, but I know people.
He's relieved.
All right. That's enough sharing details about the investigation for one day.
He likes her, Kim. He's got a boy crush on her. A schoolyard crush. I don't know why I said boy crush. Schoolboy crush is what it was probably trying to do there. Anyway, you know what I mean, Kim. Part of me's curious about, like, what has changed around town. Got the boys on my mind, all those poor Hardy boys. Van Eyck Overdrive.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Yeah, I got shot. No big deal.
Yet you live. It goes back to an older era where this was commonplace. You have a true boyadero heart.
I'm gonna take down Homelander. Right, so where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
Gives you a small wink. What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Well, try not to get shot.
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
Well, good talking to you. Gotta run. Hey, draw a rat bomb? It's a bomb with a rat tail coming out of it. Alright, we can't get over there. Well, I do appreciate the looking out, Jim. I also am, like, enjoying having a spoiler-free experience. So, like, even if things go wrong because I hem and haw and waste my time, that's part of the journey for me. Whatever happens is his story now. This particular version of Harry. For good or ill. That's why I wasn't doing, like, save scumming and stuff. Like, I wanted this... a pure story unfolding before me. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, no worries.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
The jolliness is gone from Gaston's face.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Gone? Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
What? Was he killed during the mercenary tribunal?
Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives ending violently. That's how he wanted to go. Sadly, it was not the case.
How did he die exactly?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time.
R.I.P. Renee.
Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
You know what happened to his medals?
I took them for myself. Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old cunt by something.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
Old people using the C word will never not shock you. Here, something to remember your friends by.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny...
Eyes blur with tears, he has to stop.
I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
You expect it from Australians and Brits. I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes. We are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
It's too bad about René being gone. I was hoping you would tell me something about Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Wait a minute, Insulindian lilies?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the Bells of Revolution.
A sad smile passes his face.
I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
Jeez. She thinks it's something the kids say.
But you
That's
feel
rough.
the dried flower in your hand somehow still does matter, although not to this sad old man.
Bye for now. Let me think. I'm pretty much ready to head over to the other area, but we have this cool-ass graffiti left by somebody. I want to talk to him about it. The book is titled Man from Heimdall and the Wildfire. That's weird. Oh, she's not around. An old poster hidden below new ones. Arno van Eyck, 49. Elysium. Maybe she's in her house. Quote-unquote house. You might want to let her know that is not a thing. Not a thing she should be walking around saying. $5. Oh, baby. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grates. The rats of the city. Fire! Suddenly you feel the box is on fire. Why? Ooh. Some good shit in there. Come on, Kim! We have a new area to explore. And a murder to solve. One question I will ask is out of curiosity. Sounds like an obscure live performance in a dirty underground bunker. Are we looking at like a few more hours or only like a couple of hours? I can never tell how long end of games will be. But it's pretty apparent like we're in the end of the day, last stretch. But that could still take a while depending on how conversations go and stuff like that. Wah, wah. The low rumble of a bass beat. Your heart repeats it.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Yeah. I see. A pair of water blue shades. The writing on the left temple says Sub-Insulindic Rendezvous. The frame appears to be hand-carved out of bone.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
Yeah, just a rough estimate.
Either put on these glasses or start eating that trap.
Put on the glasses.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue.
About sub 2 hours? Alright.
Alright, but these actually make your vision worse. It's like literally being underwater. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool.
The street turned and picked up his pace again, as you observe the world through deep-sea tinted lenses.
They can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
Kim, what about these?
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
A man who knows his style. Much respect.
Goodbye. Oh shit, there is one more thing I wanted to do. Did the things I just buy have composure? No, no. Inland Empire minus perception. I don't think any of the crypto folks are still around, but the crypto fascist might be home. I'm kind of curious if he has anything to say about what happens. The Crypto Bros. You hear the sound of running water. Someone washing dishes.
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home.
We know who lives here.
The door is closed. You hear...
Oh, we're not allowed to go in there. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I could go see the Union people, couldn't I? My god, I have a secret way in. Kim, damn it! What do you... Kim's hobby is like, alright, he's got a groove going. Let me walk directly in front of him now. Damn it, Kim! Personal space, Kim! Van Eyck totally transcended. And their tails are lit like fruits. Nice. Oh, wait, no, they took away my way up. Never mind. You got me, you bastards. Well, I never did mail that one letter with the signatures, so we don't have to worry about those folks. And now I never will, because you won't see me, you bastard. Never did find my gun, Kim. Hopefully it's in better hands now. Like the hands of a child. Someone we could trust with a firearm, you know what I mean, Kim? Never found your fun? Oh, I found my fun, just never found a gun. But who needs a gun anyway? Bunch of flyers blowing the breeze is all I said.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the
I got shot, damn it!
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
I guess you were right. The men with guns were coming for me after all.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for your kind, officer.
Well, on that ominous note, goodbye.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why are you wounded? You look terrible.
You're not limping. You're you.
Some people hurt me.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
Yeah, I got shot in the chest.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
It's not serious. He'll be okay.
Anyway, I have some questions for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island over there.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Can we borrow your boat to get there?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
I've been shot too many times for that.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Nod along attentively.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
What's on that island, by the way? I saw some kind of ruins through the binoculars.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
You said you haven't been there yourself. Who has been there if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Those kids are way too small to be going to an island.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
I'll be seeing you. Alright, Kim. Let me do the talking. I'm on their level.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kid, you've been to that island, right?
On that island?
Yes, on that island. I need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire.
These kids are way too young to be taking a little boat ride to an island. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Real bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
You mean shells?
I don't know what these are.
If they're old enough to own your gun, they could be. What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lives on an island?
No.
He shakes his head vehemently.
Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Lieutenant raises his eyebrow and whips out his notebook. Why is he the fire guy?
Because
The boy pauses to think.
he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
The other nods laconically, standing with his hands glued to his sides like a little tin soldier. You mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to the streetlight.
Yes.
Anything else you could tell me about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to that island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself.
Oh no!
Don't say that, he didn't.
His brother punches him. The boy's eyes well up like he's about to start crying. Say nothing.
I'm sorry.
The one says to the other, rubbing his brother's shoulder affectionately. Is that all you know? Is there anything more you could tell me about the island?
There's
Boy says, rubbing his eyes. It's clear that he has no intention of finishing the sentence.
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Bye, kids. Find out more if you dare. That mysterious voice telling me there's something over here on the coast. There's no quest for it, so I think we could safely move on. But it's been bugging me a little bit. Alright, let's go. Is there anything else I need to do on the coast? I don't think there's any... Oh, you know what? There might be new dialogue in the church. Go see my favorite people before we presumably leave forever. Might not be any coming back from where we're going. Come on, Crab Man.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. Goodbye, officer.
Alright, no new dialogue. No one's even gonna ask about this fact that I've been shot? Should now see with respect and turns to recording. I got shot in the leg!
Ouch. I did notice you limping, but I thought maybe it was your thing or something. When I was 16, I used to date this guy who had a limp, but it only showed when he was sober. So I guess it wasn't real or something. I don't know.
She shrugs, eyes glazed over.
Anyway, shot in the leg. I'm sorry. Man, that must suck.
Thank you for your consolation.
Yo, man.
Yes, what is it?
Here we go. I have one mystery that still needs solving. The radio ghost in the Doom commercial area's electric doorbell.
The creepy woman! We were wondering about that when we worked there, but I had completely forgotten about it ever since. It must be anthroponetic crosstalk, the one you get in radios and long-distance calls. Now it makes sense, with the pail right on the doorstep.
Incredible. This would also explain why we get it on the police radio all the time.
Anthroponetic crosstalk?
It's quite common, actually. When the signal gets routed through pail, all kinds of irregularities take place. You may hear snippets of someone else's conversation, or the voice of your former lover, or an echo of an event that took place 100 years ago.
Ah, this is what Jim was talking about, with it being a thing from the past, but also the future.
Pale is a shroud of memories, and it doesn't really distinguish to whom those memories belong to. You could hear anything.
I got one of those mustache hairs that's like curling up and tickling my nose. It's driving me nuts. That makes sense. Thanks for explaining it to me.
Anytime.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
I've thought about the discarded melody and came to the conclusion that Van Eyck has lived around here.
J'adore! God is close by, but maybe he doesn't have good enough ears. Let me turn it up so we can lure him here.
Alright, goodbye, Egg. You're a good egg. Crap, man. Come talk to me. Came from the stained glass window. Still has letters on it, too. I'm glad you can't talk to Crabman more often. Alright, with that, it's truly time to go to the islands. Come along, Kim. Damn it, Kim! Why?
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty.
Come along, Kim.
Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Well, I can't do that. This one's bugged. We've done it before. We're still trying to find the murder weapon. Ask him to tell you about the keys. Find your heraldic bird. Find speed and sniff it. Never did figure out the secret passage in the whirling. Did some good work here. I hate that this is bugged forever. Had Kim been with us, this would have been fine. I'm ready. You take the engine, Kim. I'll hold the boombox.
What?
Say nothing.
Fine, why not?
He shrugs.
Very cool. Now tune it to Sad FM. You know you want to. Sad FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
I'm the DJ. It's not my boombox, but it's close enough. Or is that my boombox? It looks a lot like the multi-tool, but I think the boombox is very similar shape and size. Now this is an epic way to make our way to the island. It's so sad, Kim. Do you like it? Sad jams are my jam, Kim. Oh, I wanted Crabman to be up there waving to us. Doesn't get your blood pumping, Kim. It's very sad music. The ultimate surprise is on our side, Kim. By blasting Sad FM, no one will suspect we're coming. It masked the sound of the boat.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance. Let's go.
Maudlin folk, yeah. Sad Disco. Sadco. Discad. Makeshift bridge. The bombs were powered enough to break the foundation. Hey. Chains trail from the ocean.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the
Disco.
supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot on Land's End.
Ah, yes, so it seems.
What do you think it was used for, Kim?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
Pairs well with Massa Crisco. Sleep well, Jim. You hope I find the end of the game satisfying? I'm sure I will. It's been a very, very satisfying journey all along. I can't imagine it won't stick a landing. What kind of landing, I don't know, but it'll stick something. Lock it from whom, Kim?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
Enjoy falling to sleep to the dulcet sounds of a man solving a murder. Hopefully solving a fucking murder. Some fuel is leaked out of the barrel. Black, viscous. Attention! Inflammable. Good work, Kim. This can't be flammed. It's inflammable. We're safe. This barrel says ICM. You see a star with little specks on it. Warm blood trickles down your armpit. The ligature is off. It's nothing. The little birch from the coin-operated viewer is still holding on. No way to get up there. The stairs are gone. This is once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached here. Medium distance, large caliber.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Where do these wires lead, Kim?
Downstairs, somewhere.
What kind of generator is this?
Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
He points to the open fuel cap on the side of the dynamo.
The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
Let's tap on the side.
A hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
What does this mean, a generator here?
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
That is his idea of a joke.
I am, and this generator proves the universe's material.
He nods approvingly. He even smiles.
I mean, why is it here physically, Kim?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm. Maybe it's the fire guy.
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm. Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff in despair.
Kudos.
Anti-object task force. Books, mostly fantastique and historical fiction. Dishes stained with sauce and fire. Survivor's kitchen. Fallen arrower shirt. Got my badge, no gun though. Ooh, +2 empathy. Moth-bitten bedsheet keeps the wind out. It looks like it might be a gun there, so I'm saving that for last.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
Sift through them.
Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife, widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Conceptualization, alright. I have no idea, Crazy. Pretty sure my gun is gone forever at this point. +1 conceptualization, we could do better than that. Come on, conceptualization. Well, we did do slightly better. Am I losing conceptualization anywhere? Nope. All right. Here it comes.
Soft covers, serialized fantastic. Not that you can tell. This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Most of it is for entertainment purposes, fittingly right next to the radiola on the floor.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can't say. The print in some of these is pretty small, though. This person has good eyesight.
Yeah, given that we're on this island, I'm pretty sure we're not going to have a gun by the end of the game. That boat has passed. That boat has sailed. Conceptualization. You get a new point. Congratulations.
Soft covers, serialized fantastic. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly light reading.
Yeah, I do have a broken gun. Look, Kim, a book, Left Wing. I have no comments, do you?
Ouzia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West anymore.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him.
Critical theory books. What do you think this means, Kim?
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
Candles placed in a broken rangefinder.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracol blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
Recently.
A flash of pain interrupts you, making you wince instead of letting the words out.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
No time to rest now, Kim.
Yes, any time. If you need a rest later, it's okay by me.
You don't have to be a hero.
But I am a hero, Kim. I am a hero. -2 pain threshold. It hurts. Tickling your hands. See how bruised they are? Those little scars? This is Exhibit A. The material world is holding you back. Containers, mailboxes, doors, chairs. They're all your enemies. Always have been. Atoms themselves are on the conspiracy, forming shapes, structures that you hate. You're an energy stuck in a body. You're a spirit trapped in matter. Break free! Beat up that lamppost. Let it know how much objects suck. That's a good thought to internalize. Medicine? Medicine. Blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other side, Kim?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He looks at the door, then at its bigger brother, then at the lock.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
Alright, I have to pee real fast. Like, I want to see this through, because I imagine, like, there's not much left to the game, so let's go take a tinkle.